Hello everyone, I'm going to be starting out today with my newest tank here, the tier 9 Russian Heavy, the ST1 here. It's nice to see some of you guys are here already. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. I think for most of us it's pretty cold outside. Like usual, today I'll be doing plenty of tank requests, so feel free to request any tanks you'd like to see me play. Now that I'm done with the KV4, pretty much the only tanks I'm going to be mixing in, at least for this stream, is they're going to be the RU-251, the Nashorn, and also the ARL-44 I'm grinding. But otherwise, pretty much just going to be doing requests for the most part outside of those. But hello Jacob, and hey Victor, hello Bobo, Daniel, and Abdul, and Floyd. Didn't forget about you either. Hello Serban. But this is actually going to be my first battle on this. Haven't gotten to play any since purchasing it, but we'll see how it goes here. I'll probably end up going to the town, although I don't usually play there, unless we have a lot of people heading that way. Yeah, it is beyond cold right now, but I don't mind it too much outside of Levi when he decides he wants to stop and sniff one spot. I'd rather keep moving. Hello Adam. But I'm hoping we get plenty of people heading south. Nope, we don't. I guess I'm actually no. We had a couple people turn, good. Now say I don't necessarily like going up here, even if I am supposed to, saying like a heavy, just because typically, pushing this side, it's less useful for your team. It looks like it might have hit, but I do need to start a little bit of distance here. Hello, Black Devil. But hopefully internet problems are fixed from last stream. First like half hour it kept dropping out for like a split second, but seems like it's fine so far. And it's still, frigid here, so I thought that was the problem. Hopefully it's a little bit better. So given that they have so many tanks that away, I really hope I probably should have went down there, to be honest. Granted, we just lost 2 tier 10s because I don't know why they would rush that when we didn't have, say 3 to 4 people already right behind them. But that's their fault, pushing in there. It's definitely risky. But unfortunately, at this point, I'm going to be the only one in the town, so I'll do my best to keep them. Not that I think that they have much in the town, but I'll do my best to keep them kind of from pushing this way. Specifically, I'm going to try to get to... I should have a shot here. And of course it hits him right in the turret. Why wouldn't it? But we need to specifically clear that. Like the T10, it's an issue, but right now, I don't have high hopes for this match, but I should have went south. That's usually, it's usually the most important spot that you can go to on this map. Unfortunately, it's really just one flank that wins the match here, but it didn't help that we had those 2 top tiers just kind of rush off. I have another heat round loading, but we'll see if I use it on this guy. He's probably gonna pull back. just heat on this thing, you gain like 90 millimeters of penetration. It's kind of, you know, nuts. Maybe he can hit me. Yep, that was very dumb on my part. But his T92 light, I was trying to get him before he was going to cross there. Oh well. Still not completely out of this, but we'll see. They still have a lot of people down there. Hopefully they can keep them stopped. I'm just gonna take a little peek here and see if there's any lights just kind of sitting up here trying to take, you know, little pot shots at people. But we did stop their push, which is nice. But luckily we had enough people turn back. I just kept plugging away at the town. Not that it's, you know, vital for us to have won that, but if we'd start, if they started to push on us from there, it would have started to be bad. Okay, I'll take a crack at him. Maybe. He's almost one-shottable now. Hello everybody else that popped in. Cucumber, Will. Nice to see you guys. And Colin. I'll catch up on chat in a moment, only because we're still not out of this. We're up by 2, but it's still kind of up in the air until we get this VK out and potentially one other tank. I don't know how much HP my guys have, but I'm going to help get this VK out because I have a pretty good side shot on him. Albeit, if I had HE there, that would have killed him. Awesome. No shot on Artie, so I will just push over on this guy because I don't think the IS-3 can hit me from the south. Vegan. Okay, guess you're not going to take out anybody. Just trying to get him to... There you go, one of them missed. That's all I need. See if this guy... Oop. Okay, this doesn't turn well, but I'll be able to turn enough to where... Ooh, holy lord. Turn enough to where he can't flank me and make me look, you know, stupid. Well, I'm just gonna keep pushing here. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for me to push down like the M40, or not M40, M4A1. He's dead. That's not good. Come on, guys. 3 on cap. We'll get this if we put all 3 on. I don't think we do need to pull back though. That is kind of required. But so far a decent match to begin. Where, you know, this is still that little bit of them pulling back further is more important than they might think, because that E50M can, okay, good, let's say he can get back here. I don't think he necessarily took potentially this route and popped up here, but at least we got a W there. It's a nice little tidbit, William. Hello, Ego, which got a Master Bad second class here. Not too bad. First match in the ST here. But yeah, pretty good game to start out here. So I've got a couple requests here. I have a KV4 request, T71. I'm still, honestly, I'm still a little cold here. I have a PZ7. So I'm still warming up from having Levi out. I was even wearing like ski pants, and you know, I had 2 jackets on. It's just cold. Mainly, you know, face is freezing and everything, but I'll warm up here soon. Hopefully everyone had a good New Year's though. If I didn't catch it here. Yeah, first stream of the new year here. Hello, Radzi, nice to see you. We should be seeing, I would say in the next, within the next week, potentially by the end of this week, a little bit more about the next patch coming out. Basically changing a lot of, you know, the Russian tech tree. We should be seeing more about that. Hello, Obo. Yeah. Levi's lucky he's snuggled in his bed. He gets to warm up. Right. Which tonight I'll be playing starting at 9 p.m. PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Haven't streamed it yet. I honestly just picked the game up yesterday, so I've got to do a little bit of learning today before I stream it tonight. But that'll be a little bit interesting to see, I would say. This is definitely a little bit out of my element as far as games I typically play. Like, I've played like shooters and stuff before, but definitely not live streaming them. There's a KV4. I'm only going to shoot him because I have APCR loaded, because that one VK had turned. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. Yep, first tip of the new year there. Yeah, that guy should be dead. Hopefully he doesn't kill our E25. Just I don't really have the, there we go, the best or safest shot, I should say, on him. Great, Mr. Udez. Yeah, I should just be able to overmatch him every single time here. He only has, I think it's 20 millimeters or so, so. Oh, I just critted him twice, so something else, I think. Unfortunately, not his engine. Ah, I knew he was going pretty quick, but I led that a little bit too far. Yep. He lives to fight another day. Not that I think it's going to matter much, because we are up by a pretty substantial amount of tanks here. Thank you for the challenge, Will. And also thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit. Levi's gonna have me running all over the place today. We need to luckily we have one like local pet store that sells a bunch of like specialty foods, but they were closed yesterday and we need to get him food. And now that we know his 22 allergies, we're kind of picking out like a new food for him, just because the one that we have currently has something he's mildly allergic to. But we went to PetSmart just to kind of like peruse through to get an idea. Literally 0% of the foods he could eat. I know that there's stuff though that we'll be able to give him at the other store. It's just, oh god, this dog he's something. The T-37 should have him. Yep. I'll rush in on this guy. It's a little bit closer, honestly, than I would like. Like, if we lose this, it's on us, but I'm kind of surprised we still have a couple 9 TDs, especially higher tier ones, sitting back where I am, or was. Hello, Steven and Leg. But since I'm bottom tier and a Hellcat, I'll... the new French heavy line. So I'm trying to take little tidbits out of chat when I can peek. I haven't played it on my live account. I'm slowly working towards them. I think honestly, like outside of the tier 8, because the tier 8's terrible. Like the only redeeming feature of that is front turret armor, and the gun has pretty decent penetration. The tier 9 is probably one of the better tier 9 heavies. And then the tier 10, some people are down on it. This reverse speed is going to kill me. Oh, I tracked him. Nah, didn't knock out the track though. I knew I was going to die, so I was just trying to track him and get some assist damage. But 1600 damage isn't all that bad for being bottom tier. But the new French heavy line, honestly, I'm grinding more towards that than the original heavy line. Okay, IS. Yeah, I did get your KV4 request, Abdul. Say whether you watch on Twitch or YouTube, I do take requests from Twitch as well. This might take me a second to get them in. Hello, Fester. Recuperating? I'm just warming up here. Alright, so I have a standard challenge. I'll pop into the IS4 before getting to that. Here you go, little dog. But yeah, the tier 8 needs a little bit. I don't think it needs buffed a lot. I think it just... Either they need to give the gun a little bit more, oomph behind it, like a little bit more DPM, or they just need to add a little bit of front hull armor. But I don't think it's a tank that's honestly the tier 8, the AMX65T. Hello, Englewood. It's definitely not a good tier 8 heavy. It's kind of like the clunker in the line. But it doesn't need, honestly, like massive buffs. It just needs, either a little bit more to the gun or a little bit more to the front armor, and it would, the front hull armor specifically, and it would be better. So, want me to do IS4, then I'll get to your challenge. Will. I do not have the AMX M445, unfortunately. I have the premium tier 8 French heavy, the 49, but aside from that, I only have up to the ARL 44. Well, Daniel, they're catering to their largest player base. You can't blame Wargaming for adding more Russian tanks, so. Honestly, like, adding more tanks to other nations, some of the smaller nations, like the Czech tanks, Swedish and stuff, not to say that they're lucky, we just have a tank line or two for them, but, Wargaming could have, passed over those and just not added them in at all, to be honest. It's like, next up we have Polish tanks coming, and I believe potentially Italian tanks, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but the second after Poland is kind of just, no one really knows for sure as of right now. Lord, we have no Arty and a shit ton of TDs. I'm gonna head this way because I'm not gonna be able to push across there without dying. Okay, yeah, I'll add the ARL 44 up there. But we have nobody in the center, which is a little bit scary. Well, I think everyone wants to add as much as possible. You know, wargaming themselves too, because more tanks, the more people that are grinding and the more money they make. But they're definitely, like, the Russian tech tree, albeit the largest one, you know, it's still something to where they're gonna fix that before doing smaller nations that bring, you know, less return. Like, hell, they had to drastically change basically the entire Japanese heavy tank line just to get people to play it, because not many people were grinding a line out. And honestly, if you, granted, you know, they have been power creeped a little bit, but they're still good. I like them. Like, say, like the Japanese mediums. Like, when's the last time that you've seen like a Type 61 or a ST1 or STA1 kind of out in the battlefield on a match-to-match basis? So here's one of those things that unfortunately, I don't know if he turned, and unfortunately he didn't. I'm actually in a really bad spot now because I can swap over to heat, but it's not honestly what I want to do against this guy. If I miss him by just like a little hair, which I think he's actually poking out and pointing at me, if I miss by a little hair, it's not good. Now he's just, my guys down there don't have the best shots. I don't have the best shots because there's that one object pushing, but I feel like our north's doing good. Hopefully this isn't a mistake. Getting a little bit over this way. Close. I don't think he's gonna wiggle out enough for me, so time to change. Change targets. It's like the first two shots on the Strevs, like I get screwed up there. They're not, you know, impossible to penetrate from the front up close. You just have to, you know, miss a couple little areas. Go. I'm gonna try. I'm getting shot by the object, but I was aiming a little too high. So I'm gonna try to get that guy out just to help out those guys, but we have a WZ-111-5A. I'm gonna take a little bit of a gamble and see if I can spot him. He's not chucking heat out, so E50M is though. Well, I was trying to get him lit up. Now he's, yeah, now he's throwing heat. I'm just gonna wait. And of course I get the audio bug. Thank you very much, Wargaming. I've seen it fixes for some people, just toggling the audio in your settings, like basically the different audio output, but doesn't fix it for me, so I'm gonna have to reset my client here. Which lobster and Kobe beef for Levi. Unfortunately, he can't have lobster, but he can actually eat beef now. Basically, what we have to feed him is like whitefish, cod, something like that, or venison. And it can't have wheat, rice, potatoes, even sweet potatoes, what else in it. It can't have quite a few different like starches in it or binders. We have to find something with like barley, I think. He's allergic to wheat but not barley, which is strange. Because he's allergic to corn, peas. Honestly, this audio bug has me confused. Whenever this happens, it messes up for whatever reason. I'm like lost. Not that it changes it much. I was afraid of the Strev. I don't know why our TDs aren't pushing. Please don't. There we go. Like, please don't tell me we're stuck. This 183 might get me. But honestly, if we lose, our freaking TDs up there are taking their sweet old time with actually doing anything. Like, the Badger, like, there's a 183, yes, but there was 3 of you at one point. Crying he can't point down. Awesome. But like now we're tied up to where we honestly should have just ran away with this. It doesn't help though that the frickin' sound swapped on me. But I can't spot the object now. No, yeah, I'm getting a little bit annoyed at the TDs. But like the Badger's low HP now, so I can kind of get that. And we just lost, and the Grill 15's running away. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god. Like, but like at this point, I'm virtually one-shottable by the 183. I'm banking on him not moving down here. That way I can get up and spot, but I can't really push towards the Strev 103B because he is... Oh lord. He has the shots on me. Yeah, at this point oh lord, somehow I killed him. I got really lucky there. Yeah, no crap, we know that he's there. Hello, Lucas. He's allergic to lamb. Come on, guys. I guess I have to wait. The Strev 103B is not moving. And the Grill 15 is... yeah. I'm really annoyed at the sound right now, to be honest, because... not that, like, World of Tanks is super, like, oriented on having to hear everything. It does help. Hello, Pesmed, nice to see you. And Rich B. Just waiting. Girl 15, honestly, he can't shoot anything past the bridge, really, so... I'm just hoping that I'm not going to get spotted. Let's say, I think the last time I played the IS-4, I got this map, and it was a pretty good battle. If I remember correctly. I was on the other side, though, I think. Please don't push, Grill. Don't do it. He's just gonna fire, and either the 183 can one-shot him, or the Strev 103B can shoot him. Like, I know he's trying to get a better angle, but yeah. Unfortunately, though, like, here's my one shot, I'm gonna die. But like, our other Strev 103B, I really hope we win this. It's just, he's not moving. I don't even think. Okay, he is playing, but like, it's just one of those things that, unfortunately, this girl, I don't think he's not moving at all. Oh, that was you, Jacob? Well, I guess good game to you. Unfortunately, I wish I would have known. I would have hid my mini-map, but that's the downside of streaming, so... Anyway, I hope we win this. I'm not gonna stick around here because honestly, the sound's hurting my ears. So I just need to redo the game here for a second, guys. Honestly, excuse me for that sound. Sorry that it's loud, but I'm kind of annoyed at the stupid audio bug. Like, it didn't do it last stream, but it pretty much does it every single stream for me. And it's starting to get old. So, moving along. Honestly, those TDs, they weren't stuck there. Like, we just, later on in a match, it becomes more important, basically, HP differences and shooting the same target. So if you have like 3 TDs, like we did at one point in the north against, they had a Strev 103B and a 183. Likelihood of, you know, they didn't get killed on their first push, they lost some HP, just keep pushing, kill them. Like, the longer you wait, you know, the more you're allowing them to fire. If you have the numbers, just push into them. But, oh well. As far as the audio thing though, like, basically, you know, I have headphones, but sometimes switching, if anyone else gets it, to, you know, the 2.0, 2.1 system can fix it without having to close your client down. Unfortunately for me though, it, you know, it doesn't work. But as far as the challenge goes, William kind of challenged me in the French line I'm grinding, so I'll pop into the ARL 44 here for a challenge. So I've got to do 1.5 times the HP total, so if my math is not off, that's 1230 between damage, block, and assist here. But the audio bug is actually triggered. I think someone, you know, not wargaming, but an actual player kind of traced it back to, it has to do with something with either your tank deflecting a shell or getting penetrated by a shell in a specific way, and that kind of triggers it. I forget what it was though, but yeah, somebody actually, like, I guess tested it in a training room until they could replicate it. Which is part of the reason why, like, I saw that 2 or 3 weeks ago, someone posting about that. And they showed a video and it made sense to where wargaming, you would expect, would have fixed it by now, but... Alright, so... I got a few tier 7s. I'm gonna try to make my way up this way though. I use the 105 on this. Some people like the 90, but the 105 has higher DPM. And while it does have pretty big penetration drop off, I think the 90 has like 219 or something, and this is like 160, 165. Added DPM, higher damage round per shot, and a little bit worse accuracy, but pretty much the 105's the gun to use on the ARL. Unless you just, you know, you really want to play it like at far ranges for some reason, or you're facing a lot of 7s and 8s a lot of times. But usually the 105's the better gun to pick. He could, I don't know if he's allergic to goose. He's not allergic to duck. Unfortunately, the allergy test didn't have goose in it. But he is allergic to some fungi, so truffles might be out of the picture. Honestly, he's allergic to 22 different things as far as the tests that we had done. It was like 22 out of 50 something. So basically it was allergic to half of the things tested for. Luckily it was on like a scale of 0 to 5,000. His allergies, and anything over 100 basically is allergy. His allergies were between like 120 and like 250. So it's not like he'll die eating anything he's allergic to, but you know, it's definitely not advised. Which we just lost half of our team. Yeah, it's not good. I'm gonna hopefully keep going here because I am gonna wrap back. I'm probably not gonna push all the way to their base. I just got ammo racked by someone behind me, and I'm fairly sure it was the Crusader. I don't think that Cromwell had shot me. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure that the Crusader just shot me. Granted, I did kind of pull up, but nah, Crusader's still up there. He didn't have a shot. Honestly, those guys getting... Well, you guys were defending it. Like, not our fault that you guys all freaking died in the first 30 seconds. My problem here is I don't have much HP left. Oh god. Yeah, I'm dead. Congrats, William, on winning the challenge. Not that I usually blame my teams for this, but I'm blaming my team for this because I did not expect the tanks that we had in the base just to instantly vaporize. Oh my god. I probably should have pulled back, you know, right when I saw that, but we still would have been outnumbered by like 5+ tanks, so oh well. Congrats on winning the challenge. I've lost like, it feels like the last like 6 out of 7 challenges I've lost so far. So, but unfortunately we got a draw on the last match there. Levi has a pick, so why don't I'm gonna hop into T34-100 here. That match though, I like the ARL. A few battles into it so far, but I was not expecting us to lose that many tanks right in the beginning. So I was kind of rushing there. It is a tank to where, like, the armor is workable, but, you know, outside of people, like, say, bouncing off of your hull, you know, if you're getting shot from the side or the rear, you're going to get torn apart. But, you know, it's a tank to where you need to kind of move smartly in it, like methodical. Trying to push out like that, you know, you don't have the best aim time. It's over 3 seconds for both guns. And while your DPM's good, it's still not going to save you. You know, tier 6 heavies don't exactly have like a huge HP pool compared to, say, TDs or other heavies and stuff shooting at them. So you can lose a lot of HP quickly. But, oh well. He can have cheese though. He's not allergic to dairy and eggs, surprisingly enough. But so the Arrow 44, I actually have a replay of it. It was someone I used to be in a clan with. I think he killed it was like 13 or 14 tanks or something in it. It's a surprisingly good tank. Even when you're stacked up against higher tiers, it's just, again, it's a tank where It's balanced a little bit by like the quirkiness, like it looks funky, but if you get shot in the sides or rear, it dies quick. But the aiming time is really long, even for the 90mm that has better accuracy and also more penetration. You know, it still has the same aiming time, which is strange, to where you really have to like plan your shots ahead of time. See you, Daniel S. Nice to see you this morning, or I guess good night for you. Maybe I'll see you for some Player Unknown's Battleground tonight. This stream tonight is gonna be interesting. Hopefully it's not too boring, because not that the game's boring to watch, but the way I play is I play pretty like safe, I feel like, more than most people. It's like I played my first match yesterday and I got top 8 out of, it was only 90 people, but I got top 8 and I did kill 3 people, but pretty much I guess slowly worked my way, you know, right until the end game zone. I forget what they call it. And I just kept baiting people into houses. But unfortunately, I'm waiting for the Type 59. I'll see if this guy, like, my gun on this, I can... It'd be very nice, though, if this guy, like, he's poking out further than he needs to. Okay. This Type 59 needs help, though. This might be bad for me, but it'll be worse if our Type 59 also dies. I was trying to sneak a quickie there. Here we go, that should help you. Don't know if you're going to survive this, because he's going to kill you next shot, unless you get lucky. He didn't even shoot. Maybe he got ammo racked or something. Being in a Type 59, that's a possibility. Oh, T-28, do you even see that tank that's next to you? I don't think he even noticed that there is that tank next to him. I see the LTTB. I was trying to get this shot off before... I thought I was going to be a little bit faster there. Unfortunately, the Ag Panther caught me again. They both have low HP, though. I should swap over to HE. And that'll be the safer round for me to use against the lights here. I have a feeling that we're going to be playing merry-go-round here. Or not. Crap. They have a T-28 up here. I don't think that T-71 just spotted me, but I can't punch through a T-28. That one bat chat might be angry at me, but I knew pushing into, actually seeing, we did spot the T-28 earlier. You know, pushing into TDs like that, I was not keen of going straight down into them with no cover. I'll take a little peek here without going too far, because I should be, never mind, the T-71's all the way back there, so I'll start making my way towards the center. Hello, Fairy Group, HC Pixels, and SWE. Yeah, like, tonight, you know, Player Unknowns, I may just like, I've only played I'm at 2 matches so far because I just got it yesterday. I might like just jump into things and, you know, probably die very quickly, but I'm still learning, since, you know, I play shooters, but it's kind of a first for me to play a game like this, like on a regular basis. Alright, the T-28's not facing me so far. I am going to swap over to heat. You kidding me? I wasn't spotted, but he started turning because of the T-71. But I just got freaking hit by Artie. They have an S-51 over there. But this T-28 honestly is going to... Don't do it, T-71. I say there's 3 tanks there. Unfortunately, we lost basically the other side, which, you know, I was playing this a little bit safe and a little slow, but it still sucks when, you know, you're not top tier and yeah, I just stupidly took a shot from the Yag Panther and you lose, you know, your main flank. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit him unless he comes. Yeah. I can't pen him frontally. No way, no how. My only hope is, yeah, somehow like tracking him or something, but at this point, no. Did 1,300 damage. It just, unfortunately, our team didn't exactly outlast theirs in the mid game. Finally, the hat's gone. Ah, you like the World of Warplanes Secret Santa thing? Well, hopefully it helped you out a little bit. Say for the holiday op stuff, you know, I was trying to, you know, for people that were kind of on the fence, you know, making videos for them to kind of explain them a little bit better. I did not want to click that. Alright, so KV4 is the next request here. Thank you, Tony, for the subscription. So we have a KV4 here. I've got a E71 up after that, PZ7, FE183. Which, it's going to be interesting. I've got a... After the stream here for tonight's stream, switch around OBS quite a bit. I'm going to try to stream at 60 frames per second. So I just need to do a little bit of testing midday here. An unofficial poll? About what? I could always run a poll if it's... what should I say? I don't want to say offensive, but non-offensive. You know, if it's relevant, I can run a poll. If you have something you would like polled, so not too hard for me to set up polls here. But if anyone has any other requests, you know, feel free to keep requesting tanks, even if you've already requested one. Typically, now that we're past the holidays, morning streams, typically there's a little bit more like wiggle room with tank requests. Okay, Charioteer. Yeah, we have a lot of people on the hill, which as long as we don't sit like right here, we'll be fine, because they have a T95 and it's gonna go bad. We need to flank them. Fortunately, I've got this massive cupola. I'm trying to get over here to help them, but like we're at a pretty big disadvantage right now. We didn't flank. We let them come around here. And the one arty we have is not stunning every single one of these guys, which is what I would be doing. Just shooting right into the bunch. Yeah, I can't even get a shot off with the T95 there. Kudos to that guy for doing well, but he literally won this match for his team. Unless something changes here. I don't even think, like, I just tracked him, but I don't think he had used his repair kit. Yeah, I guess with the 107, I guess ricocheted off, and we're getting flanked. Yep, this is gonna be a pretty bad battle. Sorry, Abdul, for the battle here, but yeah, unfortunately, we're just completely outplayed here, our team. Oh well. Or it would be quicker if I guess right that for the jumbo. Hello, Israel. But yeah, that's just steamroll. Lose the hill, you basically lose the match, but their T95 won it for them, basically pushing out there. They never got RD'd either, that big clump of them. Yeah, we're pretty much done from the start. But I'm not exactly, like, you can get angry for matches like that, but they just, you know, they outplayed us there. T71. I'm not going to blame, like, the matchmaker or anything. Although that would be the easier thing to do. Got a T21 as well. Well, Uncle, as far as that goes, like, which I need to start a raffle here. As far as, like, you know, a YouTube channel, people say streaming or making videos and say you're not the best player statistically. Like, I put win rate 8 in my little thumbnail now because, you know, people do look for stuff like that, but personally, there's two different things. It's not even just for World of Tanks, but for just streaming and, say, making videos in general. People either like to watch, say, the best of you know, the player base in a game, you know, whether it's tanks, say Overwatch, player unknowns, or, you know, World of Warplanes and stuff. If you're a top player, people are probably going to watch you, as long as you're not, like, completely, or I guess people do watch it, completely obnoxious people, but or you're very entertaining. You know, there's, if you have a blend of those two things, great. Which, you know, as far for as much as people hate on, say, Quickie Baby, like, I don't necessarily always like watching him, but I do watch him at times when there's, like, new content and he gets kind of an early peek at it, unfortunately. But you know, he's a pretty damn good player. Yeah, is he the best out of streamers? No, but he is, you know, pretty entertaining. So there's really those two things that people will kind of gravitate to. But it's just something to where, whether you're good or bad, that's, you know, it's not the entire, you know, entire picture. As I say, I wasn't too keen on staying out there long, but I got one little shot off. Unfortunately, I saw my team freeze here, so I froze pushing up that way. Oh well. And I lost half my HP and I'm top tier, which is not the best. But, you know, I've got to play where my team's letting me play. And unfortunately, right now, that's not pushing the side that I wanted to push. I'll be fine taking one shot from here, but Alright, now they're actually pushing up so I can help them. Just when they all froze, basically, there's still people on B7. I don't know why people stop there, because you can get shot very easily, and you're not helping push this flank. You're basically just, you know, sitting out in the open, to where most of the enemies are going to be sitting back here, or near their base, or if they get down in the gully. So, it's not the best spot to where you're setting your team up to win this flank quick. So... But for anyone that, you know, wants to start doing YouTube videos and stuff, gotta do it. Like, try it. You never know. I'm hoping my team pushes. Still, we're taking it very safe compared to what I think we should be doing here. Doesn't have the autoloader, but it's got a pretty damn accurate gun. The penetration isn't the highest, but, you know, being top tier here, I can pen most things without having to, you know, really worry about bouncing off frontally much. I'm still honestly confused why the heavy tanks behind me are not pushing. That's kind of what's getting me here. Like, we are basically dead on the other flank. That's a big miss. I need to kill him before he aims in, but the other arty just hit me with an AP shell. Awesome. There we go. Our heavies are finally moving up. So I can stop basically bashing my head into tanks that are aiming at me. As far as platooning, I do it Thursday and Fridays typically. I don't put it up there anymore because there are days where I will switch it, so... But typically it's Thursday and Friday I platoon during the first half of streams. But I don't want to have it written up there and potentially cancel it, so... Probably gonna die before I get there, yep. PZ4 shouldn't be able to hit me quick. Oh, hi dog. Now's not the time to beg for a treat. You scared me there. He like nudged me and shocked me. Hi. Oh, I bounced. That's not good. I'm dead. Whew. Maybe not. I should be dead there. Oh, Lord. Yep, now I'm dead. I popped out too fast. Here you go, little dog. Hello, Fix-It Man. I shouldn't have went down the center road. That's usually where people head down. So I was pretty predictable, but... I'm still honestly the heavy tanks on our team, which congrats Dingo on winning the raffle. I was just sitting there like screaming in my head like, come on guys, let's move up. Like they're literally just sitting in their base. Let's just push into them. And yeah, I think we'll still win this, but it was just a little frustrating. I'll completely agree about that, Doug. Your statement there about a specific streamer. I honestly don't know why people watch people like that, but you know, there's a viewer base for, I guess, all different kinds. But But yeah, that's where, like, you know, I stream and like I consider this like a hobby to where, like, I feel like if I did have to like say this was my primary income, like some people do, it would, you know, I feel like I wouldn't enjoy it as much. To where I think that comes across as, you know, it comes across from some people, at least from when I watch them. So I do like, you know, some people watching other streamers, like I gear myself more towards like the entertainment part. Like I like watching other people that are very good at the game. But usually if I'm putting on a stream, I'm like writing an article or Ryan will kill me, yes. I'm like writing an article or, you know, like doing video titles and stuff on YouTube. Where I like something a little more entertaining that I don't have to like, you know, focus on as much. Alright, let's get going in this battle here. See you, William. Thanks for watching. Have a nice night. Honestly, you know, Ryan, she wouldn't mind it too much if, you know, it was an actual, like, stable job. I wouldn't want it, honestly, because I like playing games. You know, they're fun. I wouldn't want it to be a job. But, there's times where she gets a little bit, frustrated that, you know, if I'm streaming, like she can't, like a lot of stuff we watch together, or like if she's not going out with one of her friends or family, Levi ditches her for the computer. Like even if she like wants to like play with him or take him for a walk, he's like pulling you around the neighborhood. He does it to me too. Like if she's at home and I take him out, he like pulls you around like I have to get home. So it's not as fun, you know. New Year, but people were still interrupting the stream. Will, he lives in a, yeah. Alright, I'm all by myself here. You just tap that help button. I'm just gonna go to this corner and see if I can get a little spot here in the beginning. I don't want to go out too far. Yeah. Oh lord. Yeah. Because of that. Luckily I somehow, I guess I hit him on the, he hit me on the gun or something. But unfortunately I'm getting, you know, I knew I was going to get shot in the side, so I didn't want to push out far. But usually your southern flank is the weakest one on this map, and I don't like how our team's positioned right now. We're literally all like spread out. No one's really working together. Yeah, the E5, I can't help him, unfortunately. But I'm gonna try to get myself a little bit more this way, because I think they're gonna push up here. I could be wrong though. It's just, we really didn't do ourselves any favors with our initial like positions. Our E3, I thought about going to the center. It's just we can't push because unfortunately, like, we have an E100 down there. We have the FE183 sitting back there in the field, which is all fine and dandy, but usually you want to prevent the enemy from getting into this little area here. I just feel like if I leave, yeah, I just missed a shot on him. If I leave this area, I'm basically just gonna let them push straight through the field here, which looks like it's gonna happen anyway. This WZ though, I was really lucky that I guess bounced his heat round. That should have penned me. Getting close though to where that E5 is gonna get me. But I'll see how this works out. I'm just gonna try to stall here. It's pretty sure this like the Sheridan, I lost eyes on him, unfortunately, like a second too early, but not necessarily already safe here. The E3 moved in, so I gotta be keeping an eye out now behind us because we don't have anyone watching the center route in the town. Yeah. It's just, unfortunately, defending this map is not easy. At least I don't think it is. Not that I'm playing this all too well, but we're just making a bunch of little errors to where it's like, honestly, like where the E3 pushed, outside of shooting people far in the south, it's not that important of a spot to hold. And I guess, unfortunately, now I'm kind of stuck in a spot to where either I get shot from the back or, you know, I have to turn around and kind of cover the center here. Lord. And yeah. I knew I was going to hit that for some reason, and yet I shot anyway. Just sometimes the aiming circle isn't exactly true with aiming for those spots. Yeah. This was a bad match, so. Oh god. Alright, so before I get to that 183, I'm gonna pop into something a little bit different here. I'm gonna play let me hop into an M48 here before I get to the 183. I could have played that differently, and yet I kind of screwed that up. But our team was literally kind of scattered about the map. They just picked us off one by one because they just stayed in really 3 main groups there. So, hello, Vance. Hello, Grigsby. Nice to see you. And also anyone else that popped in here. Alright, another tier 10 map only, or tier 10 battle only, and unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately it's mines. I feel for the E5 who waited 5 or 3 minutes for this. I'm gonna try to get a quick shot in the center first, but we'll see if, you know, this backfires or not. But hopefully we can win the center. I'm not necessarily wanting to push there because I'll probably get a lot of damage. And yeah, 0 damage crit. Go figure. At least we got some damage on him. It's just, how lucky can you be? I thought I was gonna bounce off his turret, to be honest, and yet somehow I shot too low and I shot underneath his hull. I don't know. Yeah, there's no point in me trying to fight in the center now. I don't have the armor or like a small size or anything to do much. So off to the town. because it's not looking like the 1-2 side is going to be pushable. Hello, Nicholas. Happy New Year to you too. So far I haven't had too much luck here, but a lot of these problems have been on me. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared to push too far here. I don't think I got spotted doing that. He definitely knows I'm here now, though. I'm just hoping that fast speed does not push into me. Now they spotted me. He's dead though, which was my main goal, to get one of them out. Just do I, yep, E100 fired. I'll take the risk and pop up one more. And the IS-7 got me. Yeah, he's in a spot I can't damage that IS-7. In-game, what do you mean by that? Yeah, IS-7's still on me. I don't know why I did that. I should have timed that a little bit better, but the IS-7 he's purely waiting for me now. I should be able to get this IS-4 though, without being hit by the 7, as long as I stay on this building. Just whether or not that IS-4 is actually aiming at me now. I don't think he is, but I could be wrong. Alright, I should have like the smallest of shots, only because there's a dead tank there. But I don't have heat loaded, so really wish this dead tank wasn't in my way. Crap, he's gonna get me shot. Or he's gonna die, thank God. Area 100 is he ditched him. Yes, thank you E100 for ditching your teammate. Is Fosh B? He might be out here still, just I'd rather not be the one to find him. That was lucky on my part. I had heat loaded for the 100, his turret. Yeah, IS-7's not able to hit me. I'm sorry for this IS-7. Yeah, try to help you. Unfortunately, I might get hit by the E100 sitting out here. There we go. Just keeping an eye on the hill. But usually pushing from the town here, the hardest part is getting from here up to there. And that's the spot we're at. So I'm actually gonna switch. We don't have any HP, so honestly I don't think that we should push this side. I think that we should push this way. The server side recticle, I don't use it only because my ping, you know, if it's above what it is now, which is max like 60 milliseconds, there's a problem that you know, that's not gonna fix. I would say if you have over like 100 milliseconds, then it would be something you should look into. But anything under that, just literally a half second, you let your aiming circle, like if it's, say, a shot like this, you just let it settle for like a half second and fire. Otherwise, though, I like, you know, just knowing where I'm pointing. It's not like behind or not behind, but, you know, it feels weird at times. Where if I don't need to use it, I don't have it on. There is a mod, though, that they used to have it to where I did use it when it was in the game, to where you could enable both at the same time. Wargaming removed that for some reason, but there is a mod that you can enable it to where you can use the standard one where your mouse is pointing and also the server side at the same time, and they're two different colors. That one is useful. Hey, the T92, he's near the TVP. Doesn't look like he'd be, but he's back there. As far as the tier 8 premiums, yes. You know, Wargaming went through that phase of, you know, the Defender, the Patriot. The AMX M449 I don't think was overpowered. Some people think it's a little too strong, but you know, there was that string, and even say like the Lorraine 40T in a way is, to me it's good, but it's not on those levels. To where, yeah, people screaming, you know, they're unbalanced and stuff, they did listen to them. But now that they're, you know, releasing stuff like the T92 light tank, the VK168, it's kind of the opposite, to where, you know, there's less hype about it, to where, you know, they're balanced, they're not too good, they're not too bad. But, you know, unfortunately, since they do dangle like the Patriot out there from time to time, the AMX M449, you know, the Object 252U isn't in the shop, thank God. People, you know, kind of cling and wait for them. And even the, like the Scorpion, I don't think that's too good as far as overpowered. It is a good tier 8 TD, but I don't think it's broken. It's just, it's a tank that, since you don't have to grind it, unlike the Borsig, and it's readily accessible, I think that's the main problem with that. You know, you can get a lot of damage off just, you know, for the average person at tier 8, you can get like 2 or 3 shots worth of damage, and it's a pretty good match. To where, you know, 0 damage crit. I did see some of you guys posted some new stream titles. I haven't added them in yet, but I am going to be adding some of them in. I saw that you posted them on Discord. You want my... You want the rectangle set? I'll do it for a battle here. Yeah. There's not too much of a difference. It just... Oh, unless you have the mouse in your hand. You can kind of notice it then. It's just, Israel, honestly, it's just a grind. Added experience. Most lines typically have the same amount of, you know, credits spent, tier 1 to tier 10, and also, you know, same amount of experience, more or less. Not exact, but they try to get it close. So where that's why some modules on tanks are like god-awful expensive, and others are, you know, pretty easy to grind through. But, you know, as far as premiums go, that's, honestly, it's Wargaming's problem that they did, you know, they went from the preferential tanks, which, you know, I'm not opposed to them getting rid of them and rebalancing them to standard matchmaking, as long as they balance them correctly. They went from them instantly to full matchmaking tanks that were pretty underpowered and not too great. And then people kind of got mad that they start doing that, so people weren't buying them. So they released slightly better tanks for their tiers, you know, getting into the Object 252U and stuff, to where people really love that. But then you got, you know, feedback from the community that they didn't like that because it, you know, it was ruining balance. So now we're back to where it should have been, where they released tier 8s that are pretty much as powerful, if not just a hair bit different than, say, their same tier counterparts. So, like, honestly, like the video I made of the object, or not the object, the VK168, the malware breacher, like, I was a little bit hard on it, but honestly, that's only because the VK101P is that good. They could nerf the VK101P down to the VK168, the premium, that you kind of see around here or there. And honestly, it would be balanced, so it'd still be one of the better tier 8 heavies. It's just, you know, with that in the tech tree, you know, you're better off just getting the standard tank, unless you need the crew trainer. Hello, David. Nice to see you. Yes, the ultimate challenge is the Wheel of Destiny. I'm kind of calling it because it determines what I'm going to be faced with for trying to complete the challenge. But as far as the server side, yeah, it's more or less like this is a little bit, you know, slower rotation for the turret here. It's just a little bit behind where I'm actually pointing, and it's a little bit more like herky-jerky. But it does, if you have unstable ping, and say you're dropping packets or something, it does help. Especially like anyone playing over like 200 milliseconds for your ping, you should definitely try to use this. I should have taken that. I had it, and I hesitated. Oof. He's really lucky I didn't pen him. I hope you're having a good New Year as well, David. Brian and I both have the same New Year's resolution. Sorry if anyone's watching that's related to us, but it's to not allow her mother to stay more than 10 days at our house. I kind of floated that, and she's like, yes. You know, I don't mind guests. It's just, you know, it's nice coming home and it's just like the three of us here, at least for now, and, you know, it's not like we've been living super long on our own. It's only been, you know, a few years now. We're still on the, you know, it's nice to not live with your parents anymore phase. Alright, we have an ultimate challenge coming up. Let's see, nope, I'm gonna have to hit this Super Conqueror. Or, I guess I can... Oh my god, I wasted my shot. I'm mad now. I thought the T-57 was having trouble, and he was like bouncing off the Tiger II. That was bad. It's already starting to annoy me though. Not mad at him hitting me though, but I'm not loaded here. Okay, thank you for taking that shot. I have an AP round loaded here, not Hesh, so I've actually got to be careful where I aim. Don't know why. Don't know why you specifically stopped there, because you're making it... Yeah, I just need to pray there that it hit and it missed completely. But him stopping at that corner, I couldn't turn as tight as I would like around it, so I just had to stop there. But that's what I get for staying as close as I did to him. Like, I wanted to turn basically straight into them, but that didn't work out. Edit after the stream. Honestly, I don't think they watch my streams, to be honest. Even if they did though, like, I don't mean it in any bad way, nor does Ryan. It's just, you know. 10 days is a good number for a year. Probably gonna get a phone call later. Especially since they're actually lucky. They're in Hawaii right now. For the next week, I think it is. I think it's another week. Alright, do I want to turn around for him? Not really. We should be able to finish that one guy off. I am going to have a house guest here soon. I think it's next month. My brother is going away. Awesome. And we'll be watching, I think it's just one of his dogs. If it's just one, her name's Lily. She's a somewhat older, like a pit bull. But hopefully her and Levi get along, because we're going to try to keep her here. Otherwise I have to, you know, basically travel to my brother's house a couple times a day. So it's like an hour total, like to and from. But that'll be interesting. She's hopefully she doesn't bark too much. Oh Lord. But I think they'll get along all right. You'll have 2 dogs to spoil in February. Hello, Gigi. I know if you guys don't see me tonight, I have been taken out by Ryan's parents. So I'm gonna get the dog a little treat there and get to the ultimate challenge. Top 2 damage, even though I could have honestly got more there. I screwed up that one pretty big shot where I shot the dead tiger too. But so let me set up this ultimate challenge here from Grigsby. This takes me a second to set it up here, since unlike my other Streamlabs things, this requires me to actually open it up. It's like a beta test for this. Alright. So let's spin this for the ultimate challenge. I've got to play a tier 8 tank. Alright. Get that off here. Yeah, if I don't take it off, it'll just literally sit there the entire time. Alright, so I gotta pick a tier 8 for this ultimate challenge. I gotta do 2.5 times the HP total. I'm not picking the T69 this time. Let's pick a tank I actually have a shot at completing it in. Why don't I pick... I'm gonna pick the Carnivarn here. Or... kind of rethinking things here. No, I'm gonna... why don't we do something fun? I'll do the mutant here. And hopefully I don't get into a tier 10 battle. So I've got to do 2.5 times the HP total here. So I got to get to 3,750. Thanks for ticking Levi. Here you go, little buddy. You get another treat. This is going to be the last of these treats for him. We got to find a new one for him, because these have... it's only a small amount of them, but they have a little bit of potato and also pea flour, and they have salmon, which he's not allergic to salmon, but he's borderline allergic. But the potatoes and pea flour, yeah, I need to find him something else. Yes, the mob might take me out. And by the mob, I mean my in-laws. Which I floated to Ryan live streaming a wedding, and she said no. I was kind of joking though. Nope, nope, no T69 this time. I deeply regret doing that to myself the last stream. And I forget the other tank I picked that was kind of like, why did I pick that? Which I did get a tier 9 match here, so this is going to be really hard. Specifically, not even just the tier 9s. Like the type 4 is the main problem, because that can HE me most likely. The problem is the artillery plus the tier 8 TDs, to where like the frontal armor on this is good, but once you factor in a couple higher tiers can pen you. Primarily, I hope they're not going to know this, basically right there underneath the mantlet, it's very weak. But adding in, you know, more tier 8s plus the SVGs is going to be hard. I'm still going to try to fight up here. The gun depression on this, it's workable, but you're so tall, it's not as good as you think. But I'm going to probably have to use quite a bit of APCR here just to be able to pen things. And Artie is going to be able to hit me pretty easily given my very, very large turret here. But maybe I should have picked the Carnivarn. It would have been a lot better on this map. And yeah, we got a Malshin. I cannot pen. Oh, he's got HE too. That's not good for me. I have a feeling that this is going to be other HE round. Holy crap, the Malshin is only going to use HE. At least that's what it looks like. So I have like no chance to block. Yeah, I've got no chance to block damage here. That is strangely effective since we cannot pen him. Yeah. Oh my god. Alright, so I would say that you're probably gonna get this one, Grigsby. I've got to pull back here now because I'm going to get artied if I stay on that flat little bit. See if Artie leaves me be, but I don't think so. Yeah. Of course our team were pushing the corner down there. By the time you usually push that flank, the game's over with. Which is why you probably have only seen me go there like once or twice. I'm honestly really terrified of this guy because he has HE, and you know, while it's not necessarily the round I would recommend using in the Malshin, it can strangely be effective in these circumstances where, you know, it's doing 200 plus damage a shot. Yeah. And even the WZ-111's throwing HE. What is this? This is like Bizarro match. And unfortunately, it's completely screwing me over because, yeah, at least they're not penning me underneath my mantlet. But I'm gonna probably get shut out here because the gun on this is the weak element, and even with APCR, it's tough for me to find shots to actually get. I'm still at like a loss though, that every single shot that has hit me has been an HE shot. Yeah, I'm gone. Nope. I somehow bounced an HE shot there. I'm not gonna bounce that, but holy hell. Well, I completely lost this, so congrats, Grigsby, on winning that. Which, you know, after the streams, you know, both you and Will, I'll credit you the, you know, the purchase price back. But at least we're winning this. It's just like, I honestly am, I'm at a loss just because of even that WZ-111 was using HE. Like, I get that the mutant has very good frontal armor. I'm just surprised that's the only one they used because there were other tanks around me. At least we're gonna win that. But, you know, I've basically lost every single challenge here in the past, like, 3 streams outside of, I think, 1 tank. I'm at a very big... I have a very big slide right now to where my board is almost filled up. If I can bring it up here, the sponsor board. I'm gonna have to go on to board number 2. But you can kind of see near Echo Baby. I wrote in Splinter Cat's name from last stream. I need to print out a new batch of names for the board here. I don't know, I forget why, GG, but it is meant to not count for some reason, but I forget why it does not count. But Levi has now stopped begging for a biscuit now that he got some more. Honestly, that was the strangest match I would say that I've played in, I'd say, months, to be honest, because like HE is very useful. I'm just so surprised that those 3 tanks, like, the already hitting me with HE isn't a surprise, but those 3 tanks, the Malshin, the Type 4, which, you know, the Type 4 probably had the howitzer gun, but even the WZ-111 all had HE rounds the entire match. I don't think I've ever gotten killed completely from 100% down to 0% with only HE from just non-SPGs. This is going to be a little bit difficult for me up here, but somebody's got to go here. I'm going to try to position myself here and not push further, but I could get up to the next rock if I have help, but I might just stay here. Since I'm not 100% already safe, but I'm not going to be able to fight alone up here. But I do have a Yag Tiger 8.8. It's just still, we don't really have that much backup. I'll try it. I'm gonna try to get up to this rock now. Yeah, we haven't seen anyone peek over, so I'll give it a look. Famous last words. Probably hit the AT-15-8 though. Guess I'll take a shot over there. I either missed or bounced. That's probably why, because it didn't bounce. Yeah, you're right. This M4, I was about to say, he should pull back. Good. Good M4. Waiting to get a little bit better shot there, and it goes right over his turret. Why am I surprised? I shouldn't be. This is not the most accurate tank out there. Alright, we have another ultimate challenge from Fix-It Man. Trying to capitalize on my bad luck right now. I see how it is. I'm just kidding. I'll do that up. Yeah, I'll do it next before I get to the ARL. Alright. My problem here is the E25. I'm going to try to push up this way. Because unless he starts shooting at me, he can pretty much just roll around and I won't be able to spot him. Hello Mojo, nice to see you. I'm going to try to head this way. Most people keep a little bit closer eye over there, but I guess got shot by the E25 most likely. It was a small shell, so the E25 the AT-15A maybe, but I think it was the E25. Maybe I should just load up frickin' HE only here. You know, it worked well for those people last match for killing me. Unfortunately with me is I'm really the only target up here now. That was a grade F shot. Awesome. Trying to help. There we go. At least we got him out. They're trying to help with the E25, but it's already is killing me here. That just missed too. I think I'm gonna die from that Scorpion G. Yeah, he's gonna get me. Oh, thank the Lord. Thank you, T71. Or not the Lord, T71, thanks for saving me. That Artie though, I don't blame him for honestly focusing me. I was not playing Artie safe. I was more afraid of getting shot by the Scorpion G. Here we go, thank you server side. Aim. It just, like I still have it enabled here. How it's like herky-jerky sometimes. And it's not like smooth, it distracts me a little bit, but it can be useful. F minus, it was an F plus. If there is such a thing. I'm glad someone's enjoying it. But I wasn't, you know, like I was saying now, I was playing more not to get wasted by the Scorpion G and other tanks. The Artie hitting me was annoying, but you know, you can take a shot or two as long as you're in a heavy. At least we won the M6 match, but I got nowhere close to winning that last challenge. Decent match in the IS here for not being top tier, top 3 damage. Outside of the Scorpion G on their team, you know, I gave honestly most of that damage for the M12 was me. But yeah, decent little battle there. So let me set up Streamlabs again here. We have another challenge. Oops, scroll past it here. I know, almost useless. That's an F plus. All right, so let me pull up the wheel. I gotta look at OBS too, since it gives you different values. So for this challenge, I've got to play a tier 10 medium tank. All right, something different here. So again, I have to do 2.5 times. Whoops, that is not the filter. Tier 10 medium tank. I think I'm gonna go with easy pick. Would be the object. 140 or the T62A. I think I'm gonna head with the Centurion Action X. Yeah. And I might be screwing myself here, but or I'm changing my mind here. I'm going with the Leopard one. So I've got to do 2.5 times the HP total and damage the system blocked. It's easy, but I'm going with the Leopard one here over the Centurion. I could play the M48 or like an Object 140. You know, I played the M48 earlier. I had a pretty good match in it. I'm just for whatever reason I want to play something, you know, not say scout-like, because the Leopard is closer to a light than a medium, in my opinion, but uh-oh. Who's calling me here? Screw you, Heather, at Account Services. Stupid telemarketing. E50M? I thought about the E50M, but... Are you saying no because of... if it was Brian's parents? Oh, that would be... It's about when she gets up, too. It's like 4 a.m. or something in Hawaii. No, I didn't pick it because of the challenge to make it harder. Because honestly, I like to win these things. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, when I was trying to explain, maybe last stream or stream before, I don't necessarily like saying grinding tanks and playing the same thing all the time, to where sometimes, you know, I like to play, you know, like a light, then I'll like to play a medium, and then, you know, I like to switch around to different things. And for some reason, I wanted to play a low armor medium tank. It's hard to explain, but that's why I like World of Tanks a lot, is you can play so many different things. And even though, you know, they're all tanks with, you know, for the most part, they all have tracks, turrets, and, you know, just guns. Or at least I'd hope they have guns. You know, every tank's different in its own right. There is one tank right there. Yep, and he hit me again, because I very stupidly showed my backside to them. I need Ryan to write a list. This would be a good map for this. However, my team is not pushing into the town. So eventually I'm gonna have to try to help stop people pushing through. So I don't think I'm gonna win this. Just honestly, it's not from picking a tough tank to, because I'm not gonna be able to block the damage. I can spot it, but I'm not necessarily wanting to go into the center. He shouldn't be able to spot me from back this far. It's just, I don't know what it is with teams. I've noticed it the past few times I've gotten this side is nobody pushes the center. Unless it's like encounter, then you have a little bit better chance for your team to actually do that. At this point, I'm waiting for... Alright. I'll be able to do something over here. I don't want to fight over here, but it's kind of what we have to do. If we lose our E3, we're probably going to lose. So... Oh lord, and he just got hit. That was a 268 shot there. It's kind of game over for him. Sorry, E50. I had a heat round still loaded. I knew I could pen him through the side there. Or I should say sorry, not sorry. Alright, object. Or not object, ISU. Okay, never mind. I do not want to go in here now. PK, I do not know why you are... Our Sheridan, unfortunately, is not pushing up. We need him to honestly spot a pinch, but unfortunately we don't have their TD spotted. Our VK is not going to last too long here. I don't know why I swapped off of heat. I knew he was going to be using heat. He was shooting at a VK. I swapped over to APCR, and yeah, our VK is deciding to push into them. Does that make sense? don't know why you why you go to the center to spot and yet you don't follow through all the way. It's just stopping halfway doesn't accomplish anything. Crap. Yeah, this is not going to turn out good. I can't run away here to where I'll get shot from the center if I'm still spotted. So I'm going to try my best to not get spotted here. I think I just did. We'll see. We'll find out in a second if I can make it make it back to the base. So we're only down by one tank to where, unfortunately, that ISU, sorry dude, but I'm running away here. I do not have the, maybe I do. I thought you were going to say the heavy tank. I might have that TD. Yeah, I'm running. Just like any good leopard should. Fortunately, though, we don't have any spotters now. We have a T95. I guess he's our spotter. Hit him! I want the assist damage! I need all the help I can get. Alright, this M41's pushing. This Emil 1 is also spotted though. So I'm gonna try to help out this STA2 because I have a feeling this M41 is gonna this could be a mistake, but I feel like the M41 is gonna play more aggressive than he should. Thank you, Artie. I knew he couldn't get a full shot on me, but thanks for reminding me that you're there. Oh, maybe I was wrong about the M41, so I'm just going to go back to this side. E34 is AFK, that's nice to know. E50M. Oh Lord, our Sheridan's almost dead. Okay. Aim too low there. That stupid rock. Fortunately, I'm afraid to get spotted, because who knows where any of their TDs went. Luckily, though, we have a T95 to where this might be a very long match. But I've got to reach 4,875, so a bit of a ways to go. The STA2, though, he's tempting. He keeps popping out and giving us little glimpses, but oh Lord. There's their TD. Well, it's kind of nice knowing their TD's in the center, but also honestly, if they push right up the center with say 1 or 2 tanks, it'll be hard for us to keep them from hitting us without being seen from like say A9. Well, they pushed the base. That's a decent sign. Somebody is still over there. Holy crap. Why is there already in the center? Crap. There's a E50 still on my left. But I haven't been shot yet, so... Now I have. That's not good. Sorry, T95, you're on your own. Unfortunately, he's getting shot from the town. I wouldn't have pushed as hard as he did, though. Oh, Lord. Crapola. How am I still spotted? I'm guessing it's there. I didn't see any... It would be really lucky if I had guessed right. I don't know if my shell's actually reaching that far or not, though. But there is that Strev 1030 out that way. Down to 7 HP. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to 4,800. I don't think there's that much HP left. But at least it looks like we're going to win this one. I guess I might as well just push out here at this point. I guess that's the little bugger that was spotting me. But this was a pretty fun match, though, I must say. A little over 3,400 damage so far. 430 just has to frickin' breathe on me with his exhaust, and I die. Crap. Yeah, no way I can get to the challenge level now. Sorry, Strev S1. You're on your own, because I can't do that. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh, there we go. Well, congrats on winning the challenge, Fix It Man. Yeah, I had to get to 4,875. I got a lot closer than it appeared in the beginning. However, yeah, I missed out by a bit, unless I got a lot of damage I didn't spot, which it doesn't look like. The Sheridan, he did a very good job, but did 3,875 damage, and yeah, I only assisted with 380, so I still had what was it, like 700-ish, little 600 and something left to go to get to the challenge mark. But anyway, thanks for the challenge nonetheless. So I had a French TD request here. I'm pretty sure I have Do I have that? The AMX? I honestly forget. Or I thought that was... Or no, you're asking for... Oh, you're asking for the heavy. Sorry, I do not have that. I thought you were asking for like the AMX AC something. Sorry about that, Juan. I do have a full tank request list in my video description. So feel free to take a look at that. There's a link to my website, WoT. Anyway, up next here, did I just delete a tank request without doing it? I've got to double check. I think it was, yeah, the ARL 44 was up next again. Yeah, that was it before the E2. Hopefully I'm not mistaken there. For whatever reason I am mistaken, let me know if I missed your tank request. Yeah, unfortunately that's how Lakeville plays out sometimes. You gotta turtle up, but you missed the Christmas hat already? Hello, Cosmin. Honestly, it looks like a lot of free XP, 1.4 million. That'll be gone a lot quicker than you might think. I use free XP on modules, basically to play elite tanks. Yeah, I don't like playing stock tanks. Where that should be gone, you know, right now I'm grinding the Grill 15 line, both French heavy tank lines. I don't need to use any more on the German lights because I just have to unlock the tier 10. And I'm going to be starting a new tank line, you know, sometime in the next week or so. But I haven't, I'm going to be kind of picking that one. To where that goes by very fast. You know, I just grind out the experience to unlock tanks. So there were that 1.4 between all those things I just stated, that will be gone from all those. And occasionally, like, say I finish a stream and like I have like 8,000 experience left to grind a tank, I'll just free XP it. That way I can start out. Like in this case, last stream granted it was like 20,000. I had left on the KV4 to get the ST1, and I decided just to finish the grind off and did it. The OI is already complaining about artillery. I do not fix it, man. What do you mean about switching tank crews? Like, more or less, I probably should make a guide about it. It's just, you know, I get distracted easily, unfortunately, whenever I plan to do stuff like that. Ah, I bounced. I should be using APCR since I'm bottom tier. But, more or less, like, I would suggest, right now, Wargaming is, they've stated that this year they are planning to revamp the crew system, specifically get rid of 50% crews. But I would say anyone grinding up is, if you don't want to spend, you know, gold on crews, not most people don't because it's god awful expensive. Oh, I just got nailed. I should have known there was going to be a TD back there. But he wasn't spotted, so I took my sweet time aiming in. Well, sorry for that, tank. Basically, let me get the Sherman queued up. I can kind of explain it quickly here, since I just literally got sent back to the garage in 2 shots. Alright, so as far as crews go, like, take for example, if you're moving up, say the TD line here, I would say getting up to at least tier 5, just use the credit option, you know, the 20,000 credits I think it is per crew member. That way it gets your crew member almost to 100% efficiency instead of using the free option. Once you get to about tier 5, tier 6, then I would say try to keep your crews at 100%, because you know, you're going to be fighting people with equipment, you know, elite tanks, 100% crews with some crew skills, and it's a pretty big drop off. Which, let me get into this. I'm sure you know about, you know, doing crew members and premium tanks. Basically, if you have a premium tank, you don't need a crew for it, as long as you have, say, like, take for example, like I have the T-25 Pilot, M46 Patton for like American mediums, and there's some other one too, to where I can just pop, say, the M4, A3, E2 crew into them instead of having one for it. If you want to save a little bit of crew retraining, yes, there's mods that actually auto switch them into your premium tanks, but pretty much the gist of it is, if you have a premium tank, usually you typically have it as like a crew trainer or, you know, grinding credits. But if you have a German heavy premium, you don't need a crew for it, as long as you have German heavies, and you can kind of fit others in there. They could be from all different German heavies. Say you don't have like a radio man from something in a higher tier, you can plop one in from a different tank. The KV4, I do like it. It's just, getting back, I said a little earlier, you know, I like playing all different kinds of tanks, to where if I start getting like tired with a grind, I was getting, honestly, not to say bored, but you know, I was kind of over playing the KV4, like, say, 5 battles every stream. It's one of those things that once that happens to me, I tend to, you know, I don't like playing that tank a lot, outside of just like once or twice here or there. That's my problem, to where, you know, World of Tanks, I still have a lot of fun with it, but to keep things fresh for me, that's why I have 303 tanks right now. To me, it's playing a bunch of different tanks and not like the same ones over and over. Right, there's, oh lord. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna get hit by, yeah, I'm a goner. Because guess what? The VK101P is around here. Luckily he missed me. This guy's throwing APCR at me, but had I backed up, I would have died. But my very lovely TDs here, they can't even pen him unless they were throwing gold and hitting him in the lower plate. But yeah, unfortunately for me, I got a little too antsy there. But had I tried to back up, I was gonna get killed. So I tried to maybe move up here, but the VK just pulled out further and killed me. Oh well. Alright, so I need to focus myself again, because I'm just stupidly dying. So object 140. Well, that's the thing about crews. It is really complicated. To kind of cap off all this is, you know, moving crews up from one tank to another. If you want to save a little bit, basically don't assign a crew skill to them until maybe you get to about tier 6 or 7. That's when the grind starts becoming pretty long. So say your crew member hits 100%. And then you have that little plus to assign a crew skill. Say you think you're going to take like 5 more battles in a tier 6 to get to the tier 7. Don't pick that crew skill, because you can then take them out of that tier 6, plop them into tier 7, retrain for credits or potentially even free. It'll use all that unassigned crew experience to then, you know, apply it to the base efficiency of that crew member, if that makes any sense. So take for example, I think the credit option, I forget on it. Sorry, I can't go into too much depth with the crew system, because, you know, it is really complicated, and even making a video, honestly, I'd have to make a guide for it, because making a video for it, I'd have to say like grind out a ton of battles just to set up certain circumstances with crews so it's even visible. But I'll try to remember to make a guide about this. It is pretty complicated, the little nuances of it. I'm sure there's a video out there of it, honestly. I'm sure someone's made one. It's just, you know, it hasn't been me. But they are looking to simplify the crew system this year, they did say. Whether or not that's in the beginning or later parts of the year, who knows. Yeah, I'm going to stop here for a second just to see if my teammates actually push up. Hooping. Oh Lord, he hit me. Oh, nope, didn't want to do that, Cody. I'm probably gonna die here, but yeah. Again, I got myself in a stupid, little bit too far spot here, and this is gonna get me killed because they can pen my hatches. Yeah, and Type 5, nobody cares that you're penning that much, or pinging that much. It's just, my problem was I pushed to this rock, because we had, I think, 3 people down here, and then we had the rest of the people here. So if these guys pushed up, they would have been able to hit them, but we pushed more people down there. To where, unfortunately for me, you know, they were very quick to get focus on me. This Type 5 is, yeah, he's on my blacklist even though I'm dead. But, yeah. Alright. But, time for me to hopefully recover here. Last stream I was doing the same thing here. It's pushing out the stupid spots. We're still winning. I'm just, unfortunately, you know, I'm not playing too well. I'm just making that last little push in the beginning that gets me into a spot that is pretty easy for them to take me out. Well, yeah, some people, like, I don't, you know, think it's a bad thing if someone plays like the same few tanks over and over and over. Like, you know, good for them. You know, it does make it easier. You can play better if you play, like, say 10, 15 tanks instead of, like, out of like my 303, I think on average I play probably in a week, I would say at least like 75-ish unique tanks, somewhere around there across the 4 World of Tanks streams I do. You know, it does make it hard to do that, but you know, it's something, to me it keeps the game fun. Thanks. You're looking left and yet you turned right. I don't think we're gonna like this, but hopefully my team actually goes to the town. I'm a little bit late with getting to the center, unfortunately. It's just, it's encounter, so you have to play this a little bit differently than you would a standard battle. I'm just a little bit late in getting to the center, unfortunately. And we didn't have anyone sitting behind me. Like, Girl 15 could have been behind me, and this is gonna be weird with how my team's setting up here. At least we have some people in the town. It's just we don't have anyone in the center. Typically, ignoring the valley is a pretty good strategy for encounter mode on this map. You just put a couple people in the center, like C3-ish, and even if they push the valley, you just defend from there in the town, and they can't push through. But at least the enemy has put a bunch of people there as well. Oh, I know. Type 4 in the valley. It's Lord. The frickin' charioteer spotted me, of all things. I don't think the WZ did, because I was spotting him when he was spotting me. But unfortunately, like, I kind of want to run away from here, because I can't really do anything if I spot stuff. I have a T-34 behind me, but that's pretty much it. Let's see if I can... There might be someone there, honestly. But then again, you know, going off of, like, say the shell hitting the ground and exploding, it's not a 100% accurate science. Like, I do it a lot for blind shots, but it's not something you can always rely upon. Just based off of how far it is or what type of terrain you're hitting. I'm kind of hoping that they push. I can get pretty good shots if they push. It's just I can't push up any further than this, unfortunately, because I don't have someone like behind me to help. And they're capping out with just a minute to go. And yet, yeah, we needed to push it. I still have no clue how this, honestly, the charioteer is spotting me. Unless he's probably, I know where he is now. Kudos to that guy, but honestly, I'm getting a little bit annoyed at my teams here. Hello, Budokan. Nice to see you. The charioteer's in that little bush. How he's spotting me and not being seen when he shoots, I have no idea, but we're probably going to lose by cap out here because I can't push forward. I don't have anyone. By bush, I mean he's sitting behind this bush here, I believe, but I could be wrong. I'm wrong there. Maybe he's not there. It's just, luckily we got someone on the cap now, but if I try to run away, I'm probably gonna die. Oh well, I'm just gonna try it, but unfortunately another match where things did not go as planned. But that's World of Tanks. I probably should have ran away once I saw that my team wasn't going to put anybody in the center here. But coming from the north, pushing south, if you have... Whoopsie daisy. Made my mini-map a little smaller. If you have some people in the center road, and you put a lot of people in the town on encounter, it's really hard for the enemy to counter that. But at this point, you know, I'm pushing, I'm one-shottable by pretty much everything. And I'm pretty much pushing head-on into them. So at this point, screw it. Yeah, and I bounced. Awesome. Ooh, Lord, ST1's trying to hit me, but I was more afraid of the M103 because he was loaded. And we did end up losing the valley. Here's their charioteer that outplayed me. I was about to say, like, the WZ, he's still kind of outspotting me here, which I'm just surprised that I was being spotted without seeing, because I should have been able to spot the charioteer after it fired. And the WZ was hitting me a couple times when he wasn't spotted as well. It was just, it's awkward. Like, the spotting system definitely isn't the easiest to understand sometimes, but I just, from fighting in the, you know, the center road, you know, it's not like it's my first time there. You know, usually you spot people firing back at you once you make it to the center. If he, all he has to do is, yeah, go that way and he's gonna be able to catch me. Yeah. Oh well. Really crappy battle on my part, but it happens. Thank you very much for the subscriptions. I can't read the most recent name, but yeah. Let me hop into the Lukes now. It's just... I was honestly trying to play that one a little bit safer. Like, really there's two options I could have done there. I went into the center and spotted like a light should have. Granted, I got cut off early, unfortunately. But I'm just going full camo here for these guys for now, since this is kind of my dedicated crew for this. Or I could have tried to push into the town and take shots into the center. If I had done that, I wouldn't have had shots in the center because they put nobody there. But it just completely killed me when, you know, they had a light there and a TD set up to counter me, and I had nobody to really help shoot at them in return. So I couldn't do anything. I stream again tonight for PlayerUnknown's Battleground at 9 p.m. tonight. For World of Tanks, it's going to be Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Yeah, I know, Cucumber. It's just, that's where the spotting system, it's nothing, you know, sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't, but oh well. Moving along, I'm bottom tier here, so I'm just going to be spotting more or less. Thank you, Riddle, for the subscription. But hopefully I didn't miss anything too much in the chat. I see a lot of long messages, so I just kind of skimmed them. I don't think I missed any tank requests or anything specific, though. Up after this, though, I have a Torn 3, a T21. I'm probably going to mix in like a heavy in between those. A Strev S1, Udez, and a T30. But I probably definitely can't take any more tank requests because iffy if I'm even going to be able to finish all these. Alright. Should... or not. Let's say should light up someone there, but no. Oh god. Oh god. For some reason I thought I was going to get around him, and I didn't, and I died. That's my fault. So, moving along here. I'm gonna go into my heavy tank now before getting to the Torn 3. I'm sorry guys, I'm honestly playing like crap today. But it happens. Alright, so for a heavy tank, I actually want something a little bit more reliable, so I'm gonna hop into the IS-7. Yes, Ryan, she's at school today. Hello, Stefan. Nice to see you. But yeah, most schools in New Jersey went back today. Some, you know, go back tomorrow, but she'll honestly probably be here. I'm guessing she'll be here Thursday in the morning. We're supposed to get some snow, like 6 inches maybe, and it's ground's like rock hard, so it's all gonna stick immediately. I would say the Lukes would be... Well, yeah, I am zipping through the requests very fast. It's usually a bad thing, to be honest. But I don't know. Maybe tonight playing a different game will kind of fix me a little bit. But hello, Super Cat. Nice to see you. I know what I've been doing wrong for most of my battles here, and even the last stream, to where I typically play pretty aggressive, but it's a fine line to where if you push just that one little bit further, you absolutely accomplish nothing. Your team still might win, but you know, it's just, do you push to that next rock? do you not? It's, you know, it's a very fine line that unfortunately I've been going a little bit too far. But then the matches where I kind of hold back, my team does something so weird to where I'm like, what the hell do I do? But it happens. Usually though, I like have a, you know, say like 5 or 6 battles where I like kind of slide and don't do too well. But it's been like, you know, it's been a stream or two here. But I actually did forget, I forgot to do a giveaway as well, so let me do a giveaway. I forgot that like 20 minutes ago. You know what you're doing wrong, you hit the battle button. It's like, right here, like we're in a tier 10 only battle. Fortunately we have Artie, but honestly I'm kind of upset that I got spawned in the south. I'm not going to drive all the way north because, you know, honestly I don't know why the mouse is going to push there. He's going to probably get shot when he tries to go up this way. But I can't completely just leave the south open, or else that's just going to turn out pretty bad for us. Where I hope that the north does well, and I'm just going to try to play this slowly. Me against Object 260 I'm fine with, as long as he's not chucking pure premium. But there's a lot of armor in this match, and unfortunately the IS-7 doesn't, you know, have like a crap ton of pen. A little bit unlucky there with hitting low. But not exactly the best matchup for me here. Like, I'm not going to be able to get too close in the fighting people. And the accuracy and pen on the IS-7 is kind of the main weak areas of the tank. He stunned him, he didn't do any damage though. Crap, I had a chance there, still do. But luckily they don't have Artie, so any little bump here is essentially hard cover for me. As long as I can not get hit by heat rounds, I'll be okay. Okay, he does have me spotted. He's throwing heat too. I can almost guarantee it. That's not really a weak point. Didn't get hit from there. I'm just hesitant to push up. We'll see though. Object 260 is coming up now. So I'm hesitant to push up because I can start getting shot from say TDs or like the E5 there. This being raised here is not necessarily something I want to do. Ah, crap. No PZ7. He's actually angling pretty well there. He got me. Okay. Probably gonna be a mistake, but I need to get out the 260 there. He's just being like a little thorn in our sides. Gonna try to get proxy spot it here. Hey mouse, where are you going? I thought he was going to spot oh lord, I shot well over him. Oh, this is not good. He's using heat. Yep. hope that my teammates actually push and help me here. He's just gonna be able to heat me down. They never moved, but I should have known that, honestly, going into this. I got one more shot off here. 2600 damage, 1200 block, but unfortunately the E4 shot was terrible. I overshot him by like a lot, but yeah, I was kind of hoping that they were both going to push into the E5, and instead the mouse finally made it up to here, or I was kind of waiting for, but I got a little impatient and they start shooting at the guys that he was spotting. But the heat rounds with the E5, I saw that he hit me with one when the 260 was still alive. That just, IS-7's armor, unless it shoots you in like a track or the side space armor, it's just like butter. To where, you know, unfortunately, I got myself in a pickle there. But Torn 3's up next. I'll save you guys some scrolling and pop right over to that. There we go. But still not a bad battle. It's just, unfortunately, yeah. Hello, Craze Missile. Nice to see you. David, do I play for stats or fun? Which, thank you for the subscription, guys. You know, I like to do well, but I don't. Which, congrats Floyd on winning the raffle. You know, I play games for fun. I stream for fun. I'm gonna try to word this. Like, I do have win rate 8 on my thumbnail now. Honestly, the stat element in World of Tanks, I think, is blown way out of proportion to where I think that like 99% of players shouldn't even care about like win rate 8 or stats in general in a specific context to where like most people don't do clan wars, they don't do rank battles, they don't do tournaments, they don't do strongholds. Like, that's a very small subset of the population. There's nothing wrong. Like, I personally try to win, you know, win more than I lose. I don't, you know, my win rate 8 is good, but I don't necessarily care about it. I just want to win, and specifically in each battle, I try not to make any mistakes. As far as, like, I always like to penetrate shots. I don't like to, say, miss a shot that I otherwise should have penned. I don't like to get flanked where I could have prevented that. That's what I kind of base it off of, to where in my head, especially starting the game, it's always been at least carrying your weight in the battle. So trying to do, say, more damage than the other tier 5s in this match, and at least doing your HP's worth of damage, if not doubling it, which is, you know, a really good match, you know, at least doubling your HP in most tanks. That's what I base off of, and I think if more people did that, they probably would have more fun with the game, because a lot of people focus on this, you know, the player-made metrics, where if you're not, like, doing as good as the top, like, 0.1% of players, you're terrible. Like, it's just flawed, you know? But, you know, people can focus on the game however they like. I just feel like once you start focusing on stats for the wrong reasons, or in the wrong way, then the game doesn't become enjoyable. So alright, AMX M4, I will help you. I'm banking on... Oh lord, he lost a good chunk of his HP. Like, I'm banking on you to take a little bit of fire off from me, specifically. And unfortunately, this M4 is out there. No, 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 don't push. We do not want to push here. We have 2 SPGs. Our team's unfortunately camping the 1-2 line, but I kind of have to help this guy. Come on, dude. Don't push. The M4 can shoot you. The T67 can shoot you from behind that rock. There's nothing our RD can really do about it. Like, I'm trying to help him, but I'm not necessarily in the best of tanks to be helping him if I'm expected to take damage. Thank you though for pulling back. It's just that rock is a problem if you don't have control of it and you're trying to push past it. Oh god, this Tiger P is gonna be a... I now have more HP than him. Tiger P is gonna be a problem. I can't pin him unless I hit the inside corner. Is T-34-100 flanking him though? Because fortunately we're winning. Just waiting to see his turret's not turning, unfortunately. Full steam ahead. All right. Yeah, this is probably a bad option. I was looking to get out the T-67 for just sticking with my trend. Come on, pen him. Trying not to throw all APCR here. Crap. Aim too much to the left. At least we're gonna win this. We're up by 9. Yeah, that's a very that's a good quote by him. Alright, they're just all around their base, so I don't have to worry about getting obliterated here. But I just feel like the whole stat element, there's nothing wrong with, say, checking your World of Tanks rating, win rate 8 or whatever. It's just, don't focus on it like some people focus on it on a match-to-match basis or just a session basis. Like, look at it, you know, every few days or something. It just trying to limit, you know, the highs and lows, because World of Tanks is a very random game. Like, that's kind of what keeps you hooked in a way, but, you know, if you're focusing on stats a little bit too much and you're having a bad day, take like this for example for me, you're probably gonna be depressed if you look at, like, you know, your stats for the day. It's just something to where focus on winning, and usually I just focus on trying to minimize the mistakes, and usually the stats follow with that. Hello, Dom, nice to see you. Alright, so we have T21 coming up next here. I'm going to do my best to finish all the requests too today here. I do have a raffle coming up as well. And then later on today, I'm going to be playing PlayerUnknown's Battleground tonight, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which we did win that IS-7 match. Like this match, for example, I could have gotten a lot more damage had I played it a little slow. And, you know, the E5 just wiped the floor with me. But I still ended up having a decent fight. 2,600 damage. Luckily, my team rallied there. I don't think we lost another tank after that, to be honest. Maybe one at most, but yeah, that ended up being a very good fight for our team. So T21. Oops, let me get that off here. I don't think I've played the T21 honestly since I haven't played it since I rebought it. I actually got to put I gotta put equipment on it here. Let's just throw on the basics. Double checking that I actually have it elite. There are tanks in my garage I have not played since, say, like Marks of Excellence have come out, Mastery badges. There are tanks in my garage I have not played since then that I've rebought, and just, you know, I have crews and stuff in them. I've never played them since, like, say 2, 3, 4 years ago. whenever that stuff came out. That was kind of the, like, as far as, not to say career, but the amount of time I've played World of Tanks since 2011. Basically, I took a very long break one summer because I was swamped with work, to where I didn't play World of Tanks at all for like 2-3 months, I think. I still made guides on WoT Guru, but I didn't make any videos or anything, to where that's when like Mastery Badges, I believe, came out, Marks of Excellence. Before that, the reason I took a break, which I've mentioned it a few times, you know, throughout the streams, that was right after I finished, it was, I believe, the first campaign in Clan Wars, where they switched from just, it was a global map, and, you know, there weren't any campaigns to like win tanks and stuff, or like emblems and whatnot. It was after that first one that had me quit the clan I was in, quit Clan Wars completely. I was calling battles and, you know, doing strategies and stuff at the time. Had me quit free XPing lines straight to tier 10 for Clan Wars, and I just dropped the game. It completely burned me out, and I've never touched them since, because it would probably be the same thing. So Grigsby, to change your YouTube avatar, go to Google Plus. It's your Google account. You'll be able to switch it there. Yes, the T-21, it's not a very good tank. However, it was buffed since it was terrible. You know, they've recently kind of tweaked the American light lines around a little bit, to where the T-21 is a little bit better now. Specifically, I'm forgetting what exactly it's better at than the T-37, but it actually does have some positive attributes to the tank now. Hey, that guy, oh my god. Hey, that guy was gonna poke out, but we had a Cromwell zipping in right behind me there. Get a little bit greedy here because the Cromwell's taking all the... Oh, at least I was going to try to track that guy. I don't want to get myself too far out because the SU-100, but this E2 is just going to drive right in front of us like that. He's not going to like that and last too long. He should be fine with that Firefly. Or maybe not. He's still got 40 something HP. Ooh, Lord. Sorry, M41. I just took a shot for you. Ah, Lord. And now I died. Yep, that's my fault. Stopping there when, what, I got tracked, I think. Yeah, that did me in. But oh well. Sorry, Dom, I can't take any more tank requests. I personally don't care about marks of excellence at all, to be honest. Like, I don't think I'll really focus on them unless, say, I'm like maybe super close to getting one. But to me, you know, if they come, great, but I'm not gonna like say, you know, that goes back to me like playing a tank over and over. I'm not just gonna grind out a tank for marks of excellence. Like, you know, I have 2 marks for a lot of tanks that I actually have enough battles to qualify in, but I don't have 3 marks on anything. Kind of skipping through a few a few tanks. I looked like last week. I'm at like 90 to 92% on like 4 or 5 tanks, but nothing nothing 3 marked. But yeah, I'm not gonna like go out of my way just to specifically do that. But I'm trying to, like, going back to the T21. So the T21, looking at it now, I'm just going into my which tank line is right for you. It has 200 less DPM than the T37 now, but it has much better accuracy, 0.35 compared to 0.43. It also has an extra degree of gun depression, and the mobilities are about the same, but it has 10 meters more view range. So I would say the T21 is on par with the T37 now. Yeah, Wargaming tried to remove a lot of the derpy tanks from the lights. Well, that should be it, Grigsby. I'll take a look after the stream and see if I can suggest anything else. Maybe it just takes time to update. I'm not sure, but usually, you know, for me to change my avatar, I just go right to Google Plus and I switch that. Maybe try clicking, if you look at YouTube, the upper right hand corner, you should see like a little avatar. Try clicking that and see if it takes you somewhere. I figured I was gonna get spotted eventually. No arty, so stick here. Kinda surprised I got spotting damage for that. Now the Strev S1 compared to the Udez, a lot of people actually like the Strev better. It's got a little bit more armor, so it can bounce a lot of light tank and also some medium guns that you find, say, at tier 7 and 6. Now it does have less mobility than the Udez, specifically you know, going in reverse, but I don't want to push up further since I'm bottom tier. I'm just gonna leave this to them. T-37 is a light tank poser. Tier 6. Hopefully I'm not mistaken. I played quite a bit of that tank. It looks like that prototype was gonna... I'm just keeping an eye on the cap. They have 2 on at 1:30 right now. I thought, you know, now I can actually hit him, but he's probably going to be dead by the time I... Oh, he pulled down. It's like, it looks like he was trying to pull this way, since they're pushing hard, but and it never ended up going all the way. Keeping a very close eye. Not necessarily where I want to be, but if we need to reset people, I will do my best to do that, given that right now I'm kind of the closest person for that. Nobody's gonna push. Thank you, Batchat. Harry, this is the in-game aiming reticle. Centaurian, I really don't want to kill you. God, now he's got some cover. Crap. I have like the smallest of shots here. I need to move. Just there's a dead tank in the way to where he's covering a lot of the lower parts, and I was kind of shooting already between the hill and that little building there. I got a little lucky there. But not a bad match for being bottom tier, 1600 damage. Especially, like, while this map has a lot of cover and stuff you could use, I find setting up, like, I used to like to set up an A3 in a tank like this. You're not going to get many shots, especially from encounter, because the enemy doesn't have too much incentive to push past, like, E2. The update username only affects Fussbot. It doesn't affect YouTube at all. But you can switch it in the settings, Terry. But yeah, not too bad. Middle of the pack damage, highway we ended up winning. But as far as the aiming circle, you know, you can change it to different things here. You know, they have a, you know, that's why I don't see a need for mods anymore, because they have pretty much any option, in my opinion, that you would need to use. So let me hop into the UDES, let me start another raffle, and I'll play the T30. I'll see, you know, I do have an M4 request from Dom, but I may or may not be able to get to it. Alright, so what you're going to want to do, Grigsby, just type into, you know, your browser, Google, you know, google.com. Upper right hand corner, click the, you know, it says your name, like your account name, and then click right on the avatar that probably isn't there and hit change, and it will select your photo. And if that doesn't work, go to your Google Plus still, and then do the same thing and change that profile. Make sure both of them are changed. But that should do it. Because I think even if you're on YouTube, yeah, on YouTube it doesn't have that. But it might take a little bit to update. That might just be it. Even though the stream's almost over here, I do stream again tonight at 9 p.m. starting. We'll be playing PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Pretty much the first time I'm ever going to be playing this. I can't stream any longer today because I need to Photoshop a couple things for the stream tonight, but more importantly I need to reset up OBS because that's a game, oh god, I'm not even aiming in the right spot. That's a game I'm going to be streaming at 720p, 60 frames per second. I guess let them get through with no damage. Speaking about mistakes, I don't think he's going to pop out. Yeah, so that'll be a fun stream tonight. Whether I'm doing good or bad, it'll be interesting. Alright. Whether or not I can actually pen the T28 remains to be seen. Okay. Sorry, T28. I'm chucking premium APCR at him, but Armor's better on that. It's still not, you know, T95 levels though. It won't matter, you know, switching it like on YouTube Gaming. It all should work off of the main account, so it'll probably update at a later point. Oh, that M46 is getting close to spotting me if he gets around the corner. But this VK is also within the max spotting range. I'll gladly just pump damage off. They're giving me like... This is not an easy map to set up for like a Swedish TD outside of like a few camping locations, to where I'm glad that they gave me a few freebies here. Thinking about switching. Yep, nope, the E5's coming. I don't have the best chance at penning him, but if I can keep them from pushing this flank, we should be able to win down there. Just I'm keeping an eye. Oh lord, the Scorpion G's here. I'm gonna get spotted now, but I'm gonna try to pull back. I didn't want to fall all the way down there. Oh well. I didn't want to do that because now they're pushing. It's going to be hard for me to reset up, but I was going to try to hit this M46. But this VK looks like he's going to be my next target here. Thank you for the easy shot. Yep, this is definitely gonna hurt, but I got him out. E4 is not able to hit me, but the E5 is. At least the E4 can't hit me yet. Yep, already can know now. I would assume that the other Artie is also going to aim at me. Hello Andrew, nice to see you. Happy New Year to you too. Hope all's going well. Oh shit, the E4, he went a completely different way. Not expecting that. Trying to keep this VK alive. That didn't work, of course. Ooh, I barely caught him. Alright, luckily we got that guy out. We're up by 3, but we're still not out of the woods here. Thank you, Lewis, for the subscription. What tank would you like for a challenge, Andrew? Unless you typed it in, I can take a look. It is towards the end of the stream here, but I can do a challenge. I didn't want to have to go over this way, but the T69's making it a little hard because he's going to get pushed on by a T34. Crap, I just missed that. E4 might be able to get me as well. I just hope he's not on my right. Abort! Abort! Oh god. KV5? Sure thing. Which, thank you very much, Krigsby, for the tip. There's my one last shot before the E4 kills me. Hey little dog. Hi. Well, at least we're going to get a win here. I did 3,675 damage. If we lose this, shame on these guys. Yeah, we should be able to win this. Hi. Alright, so I'm not going to watch the end of this, just because time is short. Which congrats, Mojo. Alright, so I have a KV5 challenge, and then I'm going to try to do the T30, if time permits it here. So, standard challenge, I gotta do 1.5 times the HP total. It's all good, Andrew. I still had, you know, at least one other battle, so... I gotta do 2,670 between blocked, assist, and damage. I can do one more challenge, Mojo. Unfortunately I won't be able to do the T30 for whoever requested that, but I can do it, and I can do your challenge too if you'd like. I have no clue Fama play. Thanks, Budokan. Hopefully it'll be fun. It'll be my first time streaming Player Unknowns tonight, but you know, we vote on Sunday for a game I played Tuesday, and that's this week's. I got a KV5 here. Yeah, it was a pretty good match, the last one. Luckily they kind of set up right for me to do damage. Hey, you just gotta wait a few minutes, alright? See ya, Israel. Have a nice night. Alright. But, what tank would you like for your challenge, Mojo? I can fit it in here. Even though if I lose it, maybe I don't want to. It's just more or less I need to play a little bit of Player Unknown so I can get some screenshots of the game, because I need to make a thumbnail for the stream, I need to make an overlay for the stream, I need to set up OBS while playing it. I'll be streaming it, but also I'll be streaming it privately so I can tweak settings. You just need to wait a minute. Yeah. Centurion Action X? Sure thing. No. I have a little begging dog here. He's gotten enough treats today. He's just, he wants to go play. He definitely doesn't want to go outside because it's freaking freezing out, but I think he wants to go play a little bit in the living room. Tempting, but that WZ-111, he's dead. I don't know why he would have rushed like that, but he did. I'm gonna see what these guys spot. If okay, there's one type 59. I'm gonna start turning here. And a T-34. Okay, back to helping them. Yeah, I know you're looking right at me. But I'm helping out our little, once I get my gun depression, our little medium push here. Was it very nice, T-34? Has not been my day for challenges. Congrats, Griggs, or not Grigsby. Andrew, you've won. I just got nailed by, well, the bat chat, but I shouldn't have pushed out as far as I did. Granted, I am kind of rushing here, but so we have a Centaurian Action X. That'll be my last challenge. I'm definitely gonna need to get a bigger board now because I've lost now like 9 of the last 10 challenges, adding in today. So if the game actually decides to load here, it might be like, dude, you're done. This is another stupid little bug that the most recent update, it takes forever to load in between battles sometimes. Don't know why. My RAM isn't maxed out, CPU, nothing. Just some reason it just turns black here. Hasn't froze yet either. It just... No, nothing. It just blacked out. We'll see if it comes back on. Gotta love World of Tanks sometimes. Today hasn't really been my day. There we go. Thank you for deciding to win. Or not win. I won stuff. I won 1 token. But thank you for deciding to actually load. That was honestly the longest I've ever seen it freeze up like that. But we have a 1950 multiplied by 2. I really hope I don't lose this one. Sorry, Mojo. It's just, you know, it's not very fun if I lose every single one because it's not really a challenge at that point. It's just, you know. Hello, Iron Axis. Nice to see you. I already said hello, Fama. Nice to see you. This is definitely going to be my last battle, though. Thank you for the subscription, Glenn. I need to take a break from World of Tanks today. I'm not like at the point of raging because I don't really get that far, but it's been a difficult the past 2 streams as far as how I've been playing. And it's great our team's already complaining about our team. That's never a good sign. I'm gonna head up this way though. Hopefully I get at least 1 other medium or something with me. I just have a feeling that my team is gonna try to push the south there. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 AM Eastern Standard Time. Tonight I stream at 9 for a random game of the week, and then Friday and Sundays are the night streams. That last battle though, like, congrats on winning the challenge, Andrew. That was all my fault. It wasn't even the enemies outplaying me. I shouldn't have went to ram the T-2065 because they weren't going to kill that T-34 and the Type 59 in time for them to help me. Alright, so yeah, I just got 1 shot up by Artie. Congrats on winning the challenge, Mojo, but I'm done today. Oh my god. That just sums up the day, I guess. But that's my fault because honestly it doesn't help that the team's still pretty down on everybody. But honestly, when it comes to Artie, there's 2 Arties on their team. Whenever I play from the south, I either aim at A7 or I aim at H2. And I decided to sit right out where Artie hits me. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. At least you got to see me die a lot here. But honestly, there's 1 other person that was pretty... I hate when people start saying like everyone sucks on your team right in the beginning. It was him and it was one of the IS-7s, but anyway. Congrats for everyone winning challenges today since I lost every single one. But I'll see some of you guys tonight starting at 9. Otherwise, yeah. I guess that's why I should end streams when I actually end them, because yeah, I kind of went a little bit over the time here, but I guess I got Lebobo'd. I know Lebobo might be watching, but it might be muted, but yeah. I'll see some of you guys tonight. Otherwise, my next stream is Thursday morning. It'll be a little bit better on Thursday when it comes to tanks. But see you guys. Have a nice one.